To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, aye, perchance to dream. For in that sleep what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. And with that, I give you Mikey Bananas and Grown Man Record Night.
Hey man, what the hell is all that shit?
Oh, it's William Shakespeare's 450th birthday today.
Oh yeah, 450.
And I had no Shakespeare records.
Hell, I thought 38 felt bad. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm 37.
Oh,
I keep doing that.
you think you're old?
Yeah,
You're grown.
I'm grown. What was that?
That was a little, I think Hamlet.
Yeah.
But it was terrible. It was condensed. There's a bunch of other shit in there.
Yeah, well, that's cultured business,
I
though.
messed it up.
That's cultured business.
That's cultured business.
Yeah, hey folks, welcome to Grown Man Record Night, your favorite Friday night stop for fun and entertainment and record business. We got vinyl record business to talk about this evening.
There's a lot going on around this area.
That's true.
We'll talk about that a little bit.
We had Record Store Day last weekend.
That went on everywhere.
Everywhere.
It was a record store day.
I heard that. Record sales for Record Store Day. A lot of people got out, supported their local independent record stores, which is always a good thing. I support them all the time, so I didn't feel the need to go out and stand in the line. But hey, good for them, man. I'm glad everybody. I've talked to. You've talked to one local record store. I've talked to another one. I think we've had another gentleman that's talked to another local record store, and everybody said they've done really, really well.
Good.
Sold a lot of business, and that's what it's all about, man. That is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're here on a Friday night, just getting loose in the caboose and tighten the turbine, getting ready for a cool weekend coming up. Wanted to mention everybody knows we got the YouTube channel where we pump all these episodes every week. They'll end up there Saturday, Sunday. You know, we did a live show on Friday night on Ustream, and then we dumped these episodes, little talk show segments, to the YouTube channel. Where we got a good group of guys.
I try to put stuff on
ladies.
YouTube, but they don't let me put stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, you got popped.
Every time I put something up, they pop me now, so I just give up.
Tell you what, man, I'm drinking a little.
What you got there?
You know, recently I went and saw Doug Stanhope, comedian, one of my favorite comedians, and he was a big proponent of Popov vodka, and he had the $10 half-gallon jug up on stage, and he was like, "This is what we drink." He's like, "It's screw all your Grey Goose and crap." It's like whatever, and he's like. We tried to get sponsorship from Popov and hit them up and was like, look, we're doing these tours and we're drinking a lot of Popov and we keep talking about it because it's good value and it's a good deal. And Popov saw some of his act and was like, let's not mention us anymore. And so he's like,
Is that contrary to their company values or something?
I guess so. And so he was like, you know what, I'm going to promote them whether they like it or not.
Okay.
And the girl sitting beside us, Sweet Tea, who's a good friend of the program, she whispered in my ear, Mitchum.
Yeah.
And
I know. Yeah, I think we kind of support Mitchum, and I've heard a buzz that they actually have run with our ideas.
Some advertisements.
They got some ads on
TV. Let's go with our
TV.
latest advertisement down here we did for Easter.
Oh wow, you playing?
Oh, the Easter.
It's a little. You maybe say line crossing. I don't know.
No, it doesn't cross it.
It doesn't cross a line.
It approaches it.
It approaches a
Fast.
line. It approaches a line.
I'd say it crosses the line.
Okay. I see what you did there, SF. SF coming strong on a Friday. This damn early in the show. You gonna bring out the big guns out early? What you got to close with? If you started with that, what the hell are you closing with?
I got nothing.
God, I'm drinking a lot of vodka.
So this family goes in to see a talent agent.
Right. And he says, I got this great act. And the talent agent says, okay, tell me about your act.
You better stop right there. We ain't got time for that.
So anyhow, hey, you may be wondering why we're dressed like an older couple and the fact that we're dressed the same.
on
Look at this.
vacation.
Check
What you
this
got?
out.
I got the same thing. You got that too?
Yeah, and also Boss Man's got the is in the house and got the same joint up on. It's our good friend Sean 0612 on YouTube.
Show him your shirt, the logo.
Yeah, we
I
picked up
can't
these,
get up.
really
My
cool-
mic's got me pinned.
Record collector profile
A little higher, a
shirts.
little higher.
It's got cool shit
Right, a
on
little
the,
higher, right there.
Yep, cool shit on the front, cool shit
Yep.
on the back. And we picked up some of these records and he sent them to us. And not only that, check this out. Here's the box the shirts came in, right?
Oh, well, you got extras.
Yeah. And in the box also came this nice letter. Please allow me to read it to you real quick. Greetings, Mr. Bananas and friends. Enclosed are the Uber limited edition RCP t-shirts and custom hot stickers. Yeah, hold up those stickers there, boss man. Hot off the presses, he says. Thanks for the support. No problem. Also included are 3 LPs and a 7-inch for the GMRN library. If you've got any of them already, feel free to trade them amongst yourselves or add to them the GMRN record raffle deal. Enjoy. Oh, and don't sleep on that Phil Collins album, son. Earth, Wind, and Fire horns. More about that lately. So here's what we got. Not only did we get these dope-ass shirts and some cool stickers, Mug sent us some straight business, son. Look at this. We got a 45 here, and it's from Bell and James, 1978 on A&M, and it's living it up. And the parenthetical statement is Friday night.
Living it up, living it up.
Yeah.
Friday night.
So how appropriate for the show, you know?
Yeah, it should be. Maybe it should be your theme song.
That's a good theme song. You know, we thought we had that good theme song, Thank God It's Friday, that song.
Well,
That's a good one.
Actually, that John Coltrane I thought was a really good one. Giant Steps, maybe.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like a talk show entrance music.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know, all that will get us popped.
Oh, see, this is the record he was talking about. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going. It's
Oh, yeah.
82 on Atlantic. And he says the horn sections in this is Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I'm not real familiar with this.
Well, I don't care anymore.
We should
Tom.
give some credit
I don't
to,
care anymore.
Give some
Yeah.
credit to Groucho Marx.
No more, no
want
more,
the title
no
of the record?
more.
I must be going.
So,
You can't hurry, love. Okay. Sorry.
No, you just have to wait. See,
yeah,
it don't come easy.
It
It's
don't
a
come
game of love and take.
it's a game of love and
Sweet.
take. So we're going to jam that business right there. So it's got some great horns on it. Quality. Also sent us, I was not familiar with this record at all. Lena Lovich.
Lovich. Yeah, Lovich.
Stateless is the album.
love
This
it.
is her first album, known as like a late 70s kind of new wavy kind of stuff. This is 79 on CBS.
Kind of a
Never
nice
heard this before in my
Laurie-
life.
Kind of Laurie Anderson-ish.
That's what I thought. Well, just from looking at the
I remember her.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. That's a little before my time.
Okay.
But when I looked that up, when I opened that and I looked at the cover and just kind of the art I was like,
Yeah.
this kind of reminds me of Laurie Anderson,
Yeah.
which we're big fans of. Obviously, we went and saw her live not too long ago,
Sure.
last year. Okay, all right. And the last one, check this out, man. Stevie Wonder, Intervisions.
Yeah.
I've got Intervisions. My copy is beat up, too high.
Dang.
Higher Ground. I mean, a lot of just classic banging tracks.
Living
on
for
here.
the city.
Looks like a
For the city.
like a great copy, man. But not only that, what we're jamming in the background of us here, normally we take a random stab in the bologna stack to have something to
Yeah,
play.
sometimes
But tonight
fine.
we have the best background music for any GMRN segment yet.
Hell
You're
yeah.
right, man. I think you're right. We're not going to get popped.
Nope, we're not gonna get popped.
It's some records Sean sent me before. This is his hip-hop instrumental stuff. It's got a bunch of beats and sounds and stuff on it. There 2 records he sent me. And he had mentioned before that, I was talking about getting popped by YouTube. He's like, man, you can bump those behind anything. And what a better night to bump them than tonight. This is kind of the homage show, getting the dope shirts, getting cool stuff in the mail. We appreciate Sean.
Maybe
He
we
took-
just make these the background music default.
That's true, man. That could be the default beat.
I'm digging it.
Yeah.
I wish it was louder.
I'm
actually.
digging it too.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll jam those a little full speed
Makes me
here.
want to do the
You
robot
can
through
turn
the
it.
background.
You can turn
Boss
it.
man.
You can turn the headphones off.
Boss Man's going to do the robot coming up. Okay, let's You know, this weekend we got a little thing going on. A couple of big festivals in North Carolina.
Well, yeah, they're kind of conflicting with each other. I think.
Yeah, very opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of music festivals.
But I would go to either.
Either would
And
be
I've
great.
been to either.
Yeah, I'm going to go to one tomorrow. But and we're talking about this weekend
either,
is
whatever.
Moog Fest up in Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
A lot of cool bands, a lot of great bands over several days. Legends. Who else playing there this year?
Oh, God, I don't know.
It's a lot of good. I mean, there's been huge hits in the past.
I didn't go this year. This is the first year I haven't been in the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. But I do know one group that's playing, which is kind of a big deal.
Well, yeah,
kind of
I
a big
didn't
deal.
mention
It is a big deal. We're talking about Kraftwerk.
Yeah?
So I pulled out the old Autobahn album.
Are they playing at Moog Fest?
They're tonight.
Moog Fest.
Moog.
Yeah, Moog Fest is, they changed it a little. They have all kinds of things going on during the day that's more technical and educational, and at night they have, and it's a lot of electronic artists, a lot of DJs put on the Dan Deacon kind of things.
Yep,
and,
Dan Deacon.
Black Moth Super Rainbow.
Black Moth Super Rainbow or Tobacco has played quite a bit.
I saw
I know
them.
you've seen Promise, Flaming Lips has been up there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of been varied.
Kraftwerk album. Tangerine Dream was there last year, and I could have kicked myself for not seeing them.
Yeah.
Kraftwerk this year. They're putting on 3 shows. They're putting on a 3D show, whatever that means. I saw a Primus 3D show. It was.
I'm going to Promise.
Yeah,
There you go.
Cameraman's going to Promise
Cameron
coming
just
up.
said he's going to Primus. But yeah, it's a wonderful time.
Is
the
this
whole
the first time
downtown
they've done
area.
it in the spring?
It is. They used
is
to
the
do it.
fir-
We used to do it around Halloween, which I love because Asheville, North Carolina has a lot of eccentric people, and they do it up Halloween very well. A lot of great costumes, and so you're walking downtown in the middle of the night, heading to your next show, and a freaking alien monster comes walking by. You know.
Plus, up there you get to see the old colored leaves in the fall.
Oh, it's pretty.
Man.
It's pretty.
Get up on
But it would
the
get a little too
parkway.
cold. Sometimes it snowed one year when I was there to see the Flaming Lips.
Oh.
So they moved it to the spring.
Can't see snow in the
It just happens to be the same weekend as something else going on. You wanna
What
talk
we're
about
actually
that?
going to tomorrow. Me and you and Cameraman are going up to
in the foothills.
the foothills of North Carolina to Merle Fest.
Merle Fest.
Now, Merle Fest is on the campus of Wilkes County Community College.
Community College.
On the Merle Watson stage and the surrounding areas, correct?
There's a number
You
of
reckon that,
stages.
you reckon that Zach Galifianakis might stop by?
It's right near where Zach Galifianakis
he lives
is from.
nearby.
He's got a
true.
farm
He
near
lives
there.
nearby.
He has a farm nearby there. What's the thing behind Merle Fest? You know anything about how it started?
Well, Merle Watson was a picker,
He was
and
a
his
picker.
dad is a man named Doc Watson, which I hope you've heard of because he's a legend. He's a blind man who plays flat pick and guitar and is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, he died just a couple years ago.
Yep, that's right.
But every year they put on a festival in honor of Merle. And it's called the Merle Fest, and it's we're not playing that album again, are we? But it's a wonderful time in North Carolina, up in the mountains, where you hear a lot of bluegrass, but you hear other things that are. I saw Robert Plant there
A lot of
a
Americana.
couple years ago. It's an Americana music he was
Robert
doing.
Plant with Thousand Cross?
No, another group.
Traditional music, Americana, bluegrass, some stuff that kind of goes into a little rocky jam bandy
Well,
kind of
there's
stuff.
one thing that
Don the
happened.
Buffalo plays.
It's great live sound. The foothills, the mountains make it so that the sound hits these hills and it just really, really sounds great. And there's this thing called the Hillside Stage.
Uh-huh.
And if you ever get to see the Hillside Stage, the audio is the best live audio I've heard ever in an outdoor arena like that. And there's this thing called the Waybacks Album Hour. And every year, the Waybacks, a group out of California, they perform an album in its entirety, and it's usually a classic rock album.
Right. Played some classics. That what are they? The Beatles.
They've done Sticky Fingers, Rolling Stones. They've done Abbey Road. They've done Eat a Peach. But here's the kicker: before the show, weeks before the show, they put out clues. They don't tell you what album they're going to do. They put out these really obscure clues, and you try to figure out what album it's going to be. So you don't know until they hit the first chord what it's going to be. So we're looking forward to this year.
Yeah.
We have a feeling we know what it is. The clues have led us to believe that it might be Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young's Deja Vu album. So that's what I'm hoping it's going to be.
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Yeah.
The Deja Vu album.
Yeah, one of the clues
Grab that
one of the
thing up
clues
on the
was
shelf.
a catcher in the rye, WRY, waxes nostalgic.
Huh.
And if you know anything about So it's not the Catcher in the Rye, the album. It's a Catcher in the Rye.
W-R-Y.
So a very wry catcher would have been Yogi Berra.
Yeah.
Yogiisms. Yogi was known for his yogiisms.
Sure.
And he said one thing about nostalgia. He said, "It's like deja vu all over again."
Right. If
It's
you
a
see a
famous
fork in the
yogiism.
road,
It's
take
like
it.
deja vu all over again. So I'm thinking deja vu. That's what it might be. So
this
here's
is-
deja vu.
This is Steve Fever's guess on the riddle here.
This is
and
my
we'll
guess.
see.
And
we'll
it's many people's guess. There have been a lot of guesses.
Yeah.
It's a fun time. And I think you're going to enjoy it.
Many people.
That's cool though. So we'll see if that holds true. But I've taken the liberty to pull a few records of some people that are going to be at Merle Fest that I actually had in my collection, just to give everybody a little scope of what's going on here. Legend is playing Sunday night.
Speaking of Merle,
Merle Haggard,
And it's not named after him,
not named after him.
even though you will probably guess that first.
That's we played the Okie from Muskogee, the live joint. We played that here recently, so I'm not going to show that one.
we'll show this one.
That's a cool one. And here's one that Steve
another
brought.
greatest hits record of his. Earlier
Hey,
greatest hits.
check this out, folks. This is not something that you maybe would associate with Merle Fest, and I'm making a small leap and almost a leap of faith here. We're going to see the Steep Canyon Rangers tomorrow, and here's a Steve Martin record. If you've ever, Steve Martin plays banjo, and he's gotten really more into playing bluegrass in the last few years, and he does his
Well,
music
he-
mostly with the Steep Canyon
He
Rangers.
performed, I think last year he performed with Steep Canyon Rangers at
he
Merle
is
Fest.
absolutely.
He's a great banjo
Yeah,
player.
He's a
Wow.
great banjo
He's a
player.
terrific banjo player, and that's his group, the Steep Canyon Rangers. We
Well,
know for a
that's
fact,
really not his group.
Well,
They-
right.
they are a group
That's
without,
who he plays with.
without him.
No.
That's who he
They
plays
are their
with.
own entity.
Yeah. But
Yeah, but they're on the map.
they're
with his
playing-
ass.
they're playing
helped
at
them.
least 3 times during the festival, and I'm thinking maybe one of these performances Steve Martin may drop in unannounced and jam with them.
There are
It's not on the
friends.
thing. They're not saying it's going to happen, but I think that's maybe a good possibility.
Okay.
Also, playing tomorrow night at 7p, little Ricky Skaggs. This is a solo record from Ricky Skaggs, but he's playing with Kentucky Thunder, the bluegrass stuff he does.
I've seen it, and it is excellent.
Kentucky Thunder.
Oh,
Terrific
wow.
musicianship
They're
with Ricky
they're banjo
Skaggs.
players from Raleigh.
Oh, yeah?
And he is.
Cool, very cool. Also, look at this, maybe. Doc Watson on stage featuring Merle Watson.
What?
This is on Vanguard, double
Yeah,
LP.
Don't get me wrong. Doc is a legend.
God.
Merle was a great guitar
Merle,
player.
Yeah.
Merle took Doc's stuff to a second level.
If you don't know, Merle Watson actually died in the middle of the night on a tractor.
Yeah, that's a weird story.
Yeah, he died on a tractor, and it was late at night, and he probably shouldn't have been on that tractor. I think he might have had a little of that mountain water that comes from that area.
Yeah, that.
Wilkesboro happens
how
to
did
be
he
the
die?
birth.
He followed the
Wilkesboro
front of the
happens to be the
tractor?
birth of NASCAR. Happens to be these guys are running
Johnson?
moonshine, and that's where
How
that
did he
comes
die
from.
on a tractor?
His heart stopped.
fell off?
His
Oh,
heart
no, his
stopped.
heart stopped.
Or his brain might have stopped.
Jesus said, "You're done, son."
He knew
done,
that.
son.
If he wants to. If he
That's
wants
how he
to.
died.
If he wants to.
That's how he died.
He'll do it.
Okay, I tell you what, let's run through a little bit of what we played. So anyhow, we're going to go check out Merle Fest. We may do a little Grown Man Record Night, a little report out on the spot, and we'll maybe show it next week on the show. Who knows? Depends if I can sneak in any party liquor. And that's why I went and
can't.
bought a bunch of
can't.
vodka so I can put this in water bottles.
Yes, just get drunk before you go.
No, I'm just going to put this in water bottles and then stick it in my jock. Because my jock's so big anyhow, ain't nobody going to notice nothing about it.
Let's just put in Ziplocs.
96
Ziplocs.
degree
Ah,
cheap vodka.
hello.
Ziplocs
Welcome to
would
Sanford
work.
Stadium. Let's go see a football game. Get your
Yeah.
bag full of liquor and let's go.
Yeah, but a water bottle, you can pull it out in the crowd and nobody's going to say nothing about it.
Yeah, just pull out your bag. You're like,
It's my colostomy bag. F off. Mind your own business.
yeah, I drink my own urine. What's up to you?
Hey, what do you think we run through the records we played so far this
Okay,
season?
let's do that.
Jean-Luc Ponty, Enigmatic Ocean, fantastic record. Love Jean-Luc Ponty, terrific violin player.
He's a pretty man.
Put on a Funkadelic record. Uncle Jam Wants You. This is in really shitty shape. I can't believe I actually put it on. It was in terrible shape. I don't know what the hell I was thinking.
You're thinking when you see that
I need to
again,
mark
you're going
it.
to pick it up.
I should have put a mark on. It's terrible.
Big X.
It's terrible. I need to pick that up. It's a great record. Terrible
The X
shape.
needs
But
to
don't
be
play it for the
not-
show.
not
That's the
good.
takeaway. Terrible shape. Jazz, the 50s Volume 2. This is a Pacific Jazz compilation. Fantastic. Listen to some of these players.
the 1950s?
Art Pepper, Chico Hamilton, Chet Baker, Bob Brookmeyer, Jim Hall, Montgomery Brothers, Wes Montgomery, Jerry Mulligan, Cannonball
Yeah.
Adderley, Gil Evans.
All those
Fantastic. I picked up last week, just got around to playing it on the show this week, Spooky Tooth. You broke my heart, so I busted your jaw, baby. Great, fantastic, classic rock album. Not heard this before. Jammed, man. We played one
Yeah?
side, jammed all the way
Was it
through.
good?
Really impressed with that. Real impressed with that. Hey, speaking of VCLT from Sean, we played Duke Genesis. And this was actually some VCLT from our good friend Michael Cool, who the legend.
Oh, was that the one where you end up shooting the other?
Yeah, the Grown Man Record Night legend is I was playing a really shitty copy of Duke on the air, and he was like, "Man, that's a really shitty copy." He's like, "Oh, I found you another one. I'm gonna send you one."
Wow.
The only thing is, you just gotta blow the other one up or shoot it with a shotgun.
Hand me that Super
So we,
Champ.
so we posted a video of me shooting the shit out of it with a shotgun. How about a little James Brown? That got a little slow there toward the end, so we had to pick it back up a little James Brown. It's a mother. This album contains mother popcorn.
Oh man, it's
This
a great
shit
record.
is smoking. Pick this up for a pretty good price because the cover's in really shit shape. Whatever, man. The album still jams. Our man Jay is in the house this evening, and Jay had picked this up for a damn quarter.
A quarter.
Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Covered. It's not in the best shape, but the record, it had a little bit of surface noise, had a little bit of something going on.
But for a quarter,
Man,
that's
I'd buy
pretty
that
good.
for a.
You also
several
played that
dollars.
Return to Forever album.
Yeah, but that's not part of this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Different
You
segment.
played it.
Different segment.
We did play Supertramp,
Jay, take your damn record.
Breakfast in America. That thing is.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is a breakfast buffet. Is what that is.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's a breakfast buffet.
That's fantastic stuff. Okay.
It's a monster.
It's a monster. I tell you what,
Let me have that.
you take it.
You take
Do
it.
something with it. Let's take this opportunity to slide on over to a good old-fashioned dig of the damn week.
Can you go to graphic?
What?
It's dig of the week time, baby, and we got good stuff to show everybody. Some stuff I picked up this week in our local stores, plus some stuff Steve brought. You brought some stuff,
Just a
Steve?
couple
You
things.
brought a couple things,
Two
Steve?
tree.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man.
All right. I'll let you start off, Steve. What you bring?
Well, you want to throw my vault graphic up real quick? I know he's
Okay.
asking him
All
to do
right.
a lot.
Wow, you saying you're
But
going to the vault?
We're going from the vault.
Okay. Jesus.
An interesting record.
From the vault.
This happens to be somebody connected a little bit to extended family. This is the gentle country sound of George Hamilton IV.
Oh yeah.
George Hamilton IV is a Nashville guy. He happens to be friends with my extended family.
You're making it up, Steve.
No, I'm not. Where I got a lot of those records from,
Yeah.
her other family happened to be good friends with George Hamilton, and her daughter, Charlotte, actually got a record produced with help from George Hamilton. And this is, I wouldn't call him a country legend. Look on the back, there's a picture of him with Chet Atkins and somebody else up there. I can't remember.
Speaking of Chet Atkins, why the hell aren't you wearing that damn hat?
Because it's hot.
Okay.
And you didn't put the fan on.
Oh yeah. It picks up on the microphone.
So anyway, that's what we got from the vault.
That's from the vault.
Yeah.
So from the vault, Steve's going to dig into his untouched little collection that he's not really perused much and pull something
And
out.
I have to add it into my Excel spreadsheet once I pull it from the vault. So now it's part of the collection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will some stuff make it and some stuff not make it?
I don't know.
Or are you going to keep everything?
Oh, I'll probably keep everything.
Well, yeah.
There's a lot of classical. I haven't really gotten into that so much yet.
Yeah, okay.
There's a ton of it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I love classical.
Okay. What you got over there?
Well, record store day I went out and
Did you really?
I didn't buy anything new.
Yeah.
This is a 2013 limited release. Flamin' Lips. It's called Peace Sword. It's
Peace
a
Sword.
pretty wicked cover.
Yeah.
I was real happy to get it. I went to the store with intentions of at least, thinking seriously about the new Flamin' Lips album they put out.
The one that's black and silver. It's really
It's a
weird,
24-hour song that they broke up into 10 songs and put it on a record. I hear it's pretty weird, which I like weird.
Sure.
And I'll probably get it. But I went in there that day with that intention. They still had, it was like near 7 o'clock, so the store was almost done for the day.
Right.
They still had 3 copies. So I said, well, and I went and looked in their Flamin' Lips area. They had this album, 1 copy, and I was like, well,
No, I didn't see that one at all.
They
That
had
one
a
slipped
Flamin'
past.
Lips.
it's the
Area?
2013 release.
There was a whole area?
So I went in there today, looking to say, well, let me see how many copies they have now. They still had 3 copies.
Ah.
And I was like, well, okay, I'm not going to buy it today. I'll come back and buy it when there's 1 left.
Sure.
And
Why not?
so knowing that I saved money, I bought a couple records. So
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Final logic.
So I got another George Harrison record last year.
Oh, yeah.
Last week I picked up for $2. I picked up All Things Must Pass. This is a George Harrison record from 1978. Not as good. It has blowaways on there, which was a hit. But the album itself is not as good. I'll admit. But also I was happy to pick up this. It's called Let's Active. It's a band out of Winston-Salem, I believe.
Really?
Mitch Easter was the
I know
guitarist.
Mitch Easter. Okay.
And Mitch Easter is well known as the man who produced REM's first record. They
that's
actually
right.
recorded it in Winston. There's a place called Drive-In Studio, and that's where they recorded this album, this Less Active album. This is from 1983 on IRS Records.
Very cool.
And they were in the scene of alt rock during my college days, so
Yeah.
they would tour in the college on the college scene. So I didn't actually see them. I don't think. Maybe I did. I can't remember half that
So
stuff.
you know this band aside from the fact that they were from here because you wasn't here.
Yeah, I
then,
didn't know where they're from.
But they toured around.
I thought
in
they were
that
from
scene.
Athens.
Very cool.
So
Hey,
that's
cool.
that was my little adventure.
Okay. And so I went out today and picked up a few records, my local Recortorium,
Yeah,
and
Recortorium.
yeah, man, I picked up some good stuff.
I think we went to the same place
Yeah, you did, because the dude was like, "Oh, hey,"
because I got a text that said, "I know where you've been."
yeah. This guy was like, "Hey, I hadn't seen you in a while." He's like, "I just asked Steve where you've been," and I was like,
He
"You
didn't ask me nothing
It's
about
like,
that.
you just asked Steve? Like, last week asked Steve? He's like, no, like, literally, like, a few minutes ago. And I was like, oh, yeah? I was like, hey, Steve, you going to go digging today? And he was like, no. And so he's like, but he just left the place. And he was like, oh, hey, I didn't mean to. I'm like, no. He thought I was like, oh, he said he wasn't going digging.
I'm going digging. I gotta get there before him. I got 10 minutes.
But
No, it's on the way to my house. I'd let my dog out, so I was like, shit, I gotta
lots
go.
of stuff in there, man. I've not
I
been
didn't
in there in
even
a while.
dig. I went and I looked at Flaming Lips and I looked in the front and saw those Let's Active and George and I was like, I'm happy. Let's go.
I picked some stuff up. I actually had a bigger stack and put some stuff back and chose a new record because it's a band I've been listening to a whole lot lately, and we'll get into that in a minute. We actually played this earlier in the program. I hadn't been happier with a record in a long time. This is Return to Forever featuring Chick Corea. Now, you've got this record.
I do.
I'm pretty sure. Let's see. It's Chick Corea and Stanley Clark, Al Di Meola, who, let me tell you what, if there's ever a man that looks like a raper, Al Di Meola, I wouldn't leave my child alone with Al Di Meola to save my GD life.
Okay.
But guitar playing, he's the MFing man. He's the man. What's that? They also had that record I didn't buy that you have. It's got Al Di Meola, John McLaughlin, and that Italian gentleman.
Oh, the 3 guitarists.
Yeah, did you see that?
Paco
Oh,
de
you
Lucia. Yeah, I saw that.
said- It was.
Paco de Lucia, Al Di Meola, John
It
McLaughlin.
was
Al
6
Di
or
Meola and Pavarotti.
They put
and,
a couple albums out. They put Friday Night in San Francisco,
Yeah.
which I have. There's another one that I have on my iPod that I forget. It's just 3.
This one, I think that's a really cool dig for $2 or $3 or something, $4 even. This has had $6, $7 on it, so I was like, I can spend my money a little better.
Where did you
today.
spend your money?
We're moving right along.
Back when Joe Walsh met the Bones Brigade.
It was in October.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Joe Walsh.
If you
Bones
check the
Brigade.
calendar,
It was 19
um,
something.
from the top.
19 and something.
How about a little Doors Soft Parade? From what I can tell, I checked the in the dead wax, in the runoff matrix. I found that this is like a mid '70s repressing of the Doors Soft Parade.
Sure.
But I picked it up for like $7. I don't have this in my Doors collection, which is growing every time I can find something for a decent price. This was in pretty decent shape. I don't mind that it's not the OG pressing. I don't want to spend a bunch of money for no reason. But I don't know sound quality-wise this one versus others. But I'm interested to see what it holds for me in my ears there, Steve.
I hope it
I hope
fares
good
well.
things. When I hear music most of the time,
I love the Doors.
I like it to really just make an impact on me as a man. And I leave a lot of room for that to happen.
Does it change you?
It does. let's have a little more vodka because this isn't going well enough already. Still digging. No, we're still digging. I got one more record to talk about this evening, folks. And I'm not one to buy a bunch of new records a lot of times. I'm much more of a crate digger.
Sure.
But I tell you what, I've been getting into a lot of the stoner rock. You know, a lot of the
Yeah, you have.
stoner
God.
rock, the desert rock.
I'm at work, and it sounds like there's a mower outside the window.
Well, I know that's more the drone stuff. We're not talking sun on that side of things. But like you know, Caius was my biggest.
Okay.
You know,
Queens of the Stone Age.
Caius, Queens of the Stone Age, and you start branching out from there. You learn of other bands, and I've been
Most
listening
of
to
them use guitars.
yeah, good guitars, top of the line. They're not really top of the line. So I've been listening to a lot of Fu Manchu, and it just so happened I buzzed through the new
Fu
section they had.
Manchu. What do you know about Fu Manchu?
Now, Fu Manchu is a stoner rock band from California. They've been around a long time. I'll always appreciate their cool artwork. They
I
always
know
have like,
nothing, but there's a surfboard in the back of an El Camino.
yeah. And what this is well, I'll tell you just a little more background on the band. They use really cool artwork that I really appreciate. A lot of like Evel Knievel style artwork, old school skateboarding style, like banana board
Evel
type.
Knievel was a great artist.
Pool skating kind of shit. And they just use their flyers are cool, and they do all of their albums previous to recording them. They do them on 4 tracks,
4-track.
which we know we're a big fan of 4 tracks on the program. And so
I know you love analog.
absolutely. And so I've been jamming a lot of that, and this one I came across. It's called California Crossing Demos. And if you check this out, look at the cover here. This is actually an unofficial release. California
there's no label. There's no.
Right, California Crossing came out in 2002, and in 2010 they released the demos on this vinyl. Now, from what I can tell, there was 2 versions of the vinyl that was released, and I'm just going from what I briefly read on Discogs. There's the gray version that was kind of the more widely spread, and then there was the 2,000 copies of red pressed for fan club members.
Fan club.
And
Look at that. You got a red one.
I got a red one.
Look at you,
I
Mr. Red.
I don't know if that
Mr. Fan Club.
They were a lot more sought after and a little more pricey, but I don't know. I still don't know.
Fu Manchu Fan Club.
I don't want to go out on a limb
Yeah,
and
you
say
might
that
not get
this
all.
record's worth $450.
You might not have all the facts.
It's worth all that I said on it.
Just the facts, man.
Just the fact. I don't want to say that yet, but I was really expecting to see the silver one. Red one is in presence. We get off of this program we're doing here.
Yeah.
I'm jamming this. We're going to get crazy for a few minutes.
Okay.
I'm talking
And then we
myself
all go to
death.
bed so we can wake up and go to Murphfest.
We're going to Merlefest. Yeah. I need some of this Mitchell. Things are getting heated up here. Things are just
Can't go wrong with Mitchell.
can't. I tell you
It's
what.
a 48-hour deodorant, I think, from what I
48.
read. What do you need? Do you need deodorant for 48 hours?
There's been some days,
What
dude.
the heck?
If you snort enough Ritalin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All
I
right,
tell you
so-
what. I'm obviously talking too much. We're going to go into a soda speak.
Yeah? Are you thirsty?
I'm thirsty.
I'm not so thirsty. Maybe I'll just do something else. We're going to play with my magnets.
You gonna play with your magnets? So yeah, we're gonna have an epic soda speak. We got a return player to the program this evening. Somebody's not joined us here in a little bit.
He's an expert on soda.
He's an expert on soda, and I think there's one more in there. What was the other one we was gonna do? Oh, the Tomb of Leaders, that yellow one. Yeah, man. Okay. All right. We welcome the Bossman back to the program. He's going to join us for this edition of So to Speak and Chip Chat.
Been a while.
It's
Been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been so long.
Yeah, I don't know.
But hey, man, big up for these shirts, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but my only complaint,
Yeah.
because I gotta complain about something, is that I wanted it in a halter top,
Yeah.
but he wasn't selling it because he's like, that's a summer line, this is spring.
Dude, pair of
Because-
scissors.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to do like the string, like cut it here and then have like the string.
Before that, let me give you
You
some
know what I mean?
advice. What you got to do is go in and like blast your sets just to get all your reps in.
Yeah.
Just to get that your core, bro. You got to blast sets just to get all your sets in.
That's what I was
Or
thinking.
your reps.
the V your mother always wanted you to have.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what you
That's
need.
What I was thinking.
So here for this Soda Speak, you went out of town, you picked up a bunch of stuff for Soda Speak and Chip Chat.
Yeah, I've been digging. I've been all over the place.
No. And so, actually, I kind of cheated. This is a little Czech cola here.
You did cheat.
It's a pineapple soda. I'm drinking this Pop-All vodka. Big up to Doug Stanhope.
Is that a liter of cola?
And I poured some of that and we'll pour some more of it. And this
Hey,
Czech
could you give me a glass?
this Czech pineapple soda has made a terrific mixer.
I bet you. And this
Oh, you
and the
betcha,
check.
Max.
This is a deal. This is a
Okay.
deal. We were sliding out of town, and we were in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina,
Yep.
the Redneck Riviera, maybe.
I think that's what they call it.
Over Easter, because that's what all Yankees do.
I
Is
like
they go
over
to
easy.
Myrtle Beach for Easter. New Yorkers, Jersey, some Canadian cats. It was like I was back home.
Yeah. Making casseroles and shit.
Making casseroles, eating bagels, lox and cheese, you
You also
know.
have biscuits up there.
Nah, I really wasn't a biscuit cat until I moved down here.
They're non-existent.
Well, not at, well,
No, you
I
go
mean,
to
Mickey
you go
D's-
to a cafe up there.
no.
The best breakfast in the world.
It'll be toast.
Except there's no biscuit.
But they'll give you the option for an English muffin.
It's not the same.
Whoa.
They got
I got
everything
it.
except the
Whoa,
biscuit.
whoa. I know. Well, they're sleeping on it.
So you picked this up where?
Oh,
now?
yeah, we picked this up at a Bilo, which is a pretty decent little grocery store.
Now here's a little background on the Bilo
Because you
corporation.
got some background in it.
Bilo is owned by the Ahold Corporation, and a little inside
The
information.
eye hole?
Ahold.
Oh,
Ahold with a D.
D.
My dad actually retired from that company.
Yeah, your dad was a grossier, wasn't he?
He was, and that's why I know so much about sodas and chips. And but he,
Pronounced dab.
but let me tell you, he did retire from that company. We don't have Bilos around here anymore,
No.
but you see them down at the coast, and they're actually out of Greenville, South Carolina. And let me tell
Which
you what,
Greenville's an awesome city.
this is what's even creepier, and you should know this too. Czech sodas, that's a Winn-Dixie product.
It is.
All day long. And I'm not real sure how Czech sodas have ended up in a Bilo.
Bilo. Maybe Czech and maybe Winn-Dixie and Bilo are like the same company, but in different regions that has different names. Kind of like that Big Boy restaurant back in the day.
I know back in the day though, Bilo didn't carry Czech. They had their own like name brand.
Because we didn't have Bilos up north. We didn't have Bilos. And a Bilo's a decent grocery store.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it was decent.
It's a little bit. It's in the Lowe's Foods, Harris Teeter end of things in a lot of ways. Back in the day,
Yeah.
it was a higher end grocery store.
Yeah, man.
Let's begin.
Makes a great mixer. That's a good soda.
Well, it's definitely
sweet.
it's sweet. It's more like a kid soda.
It is.
Because I mean, I have a refined palate when it comes to
more-
high fructose corn syrup. I can really taste the years. You know,
Yeah, it's a little.
It's
It is a little sweet.
It's a little medicine-y.
Yeah, tell me
Yeah.
what that soda tastes like. What do you think? Is it good? Thumbs down.
It's thumbs up, but just know it's sweet.
Yeah.
Just know it's sweet going into it. It's not an everyday all
Any
the time.
artificial flavoring or what's in it?
corn syrup. It's very corn
Give me the
syrup.
logo there.
Yeah.
very
It says
corn syrup.
put your thirst.
Not a lot of
in
stuff.
check.
Carbonated water, high fructose corn
What's
syrup,
that?
citric acid, sodium benzoate, food starch
Pretty
modified.
simple.
It's pretty simple. Some
Does-
dyes.
It doesn't have blue number 5 in it, does it?
I don't think so. That makes you go bonkers, doesn't it?
Sterile.
Oh, blue number 1 makes me have seizures. It's right here.
All right. All right, what's our next soda here? We got a Fanta strawberry.
It is.
Oh, Fanta strawberry.
We're going to need an opener for this guy.
No way. Are you serious?
Bust that guy for us. Fanta strawberry.
Fanta,
We've had a
Fanta. Don't you wanta,
We've had a-
wanta?
I think we had a
Fanta.
knee-high strawberry. in
We
the
had knee
past.
high.
Possibly a Welch's. So we're gonna try this this out. Kill your beverage there,
Okay.
and I'll pour you a little glass over there, boss man. Clear your palate.
It's pouring right in my mouth.
Do you need a biscuit to clear your palate?
Nah.
can't get that where you're from.
Take this record off the
I meant a biscuit like in
put
England.
it back on the record player.
Yeah, see, that's different.
It is different business. Let's do this. Cheers.
Okay, I'm just gonna drink out of the thing.
Do it.
All right. Nice, nice bouquet. Very strawberry.
That's a decent soda right there. That's a decent.
Oh, that's good.
It's not overly carbonated. It's one you can just kill real fast.
It's from Mexico, man.
Whoa, come on now.
That's really crazy. I didn't know that.
Well, you can almost tell by the bottle.
Let's see what we got going on. See if
Any
it's real
bottle
sugar.
that's like this and that kind of thickness.
This is carbonated water, sugar, real sugar.
And where'd you pick this up?
Walmart.
Walmart for $1.
Walmart for $1. Hey, keep an eye out for the
Walmart
Fantas.
putting your local grocery store out of
I
business.
told that guy up. It's Fanta in the glass bottle.
It's
So
wild.
apparently you pick it up at Walmart, so everybody's got Walmart, so we know you can pick that up.
You know, I'll tell you what though, Walmart really wasn't that big up in upstate New York.
Really?
It really, I mean,
We didn't have
They were-
Walmarts for a long time. We were a Kmart city, man.
yeah, we
I
had,
remember as a kid driving like 45 minutes to go to the first Walmart. in,
Oh, yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
get out of here. It was
1989
big time
or
for you
something.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were Kmart all
It
the
was
way.
in. It was
True
in
and
like.
true.
When you guys
It
got
was
the
in
first
Troy
one,
or
was it
some
24
weird
hours
stuff.
or was it just
It
open?
wasn't 24 hours.
Yeah.
No.
Because we didn't get a
It was-
24-hour one for a
It
long
was
time up
twice
in
as big as
Rochester.
any store I'd ever been to at that point.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
My city was built on rock and roll.
Okay, Steve.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Take it easy, buddy.
Okay, I tell you what.
Take
we'll
it
wrap up this edition
easy.
of So to Speak, and we're going to go into a chip chat.
Chippy chat, chippy
Oh
chat.
man, we got some legit.
We got some bangers.
We got some. Legit,
Oh, oh, oh.
Jumping the shark,
oh.
boss man.
It don't matter. I'm
We gotta
keeping
go
it
to the other
moving.
track after
Oh.
Jumping the shark. Open the beast. Okay.
Oh.
What do we got here?
Oh.
Come back after Barack is over.
Yeah, come back. No, wait, no. Here you go. Here you go.
I'm surrounded by chips.
Oh, oh.
This is a situation. All right, let's see what we got going on here for this chip chat. Our open can special. How about a little Pringles multigrain original?
There's nothing like a healthy chip to start the day.
That's true. I've had the multigrain cheddar ones, I believe. I've not had the original. So let's see what.
Pringles always comes with a consistent chip.
That's true. Is this an? It's more of a crisp. Is this going to be in a
Where's Sean's covers for his records?
Over here.
down here?
Give them to me.
I don't know about it.
We're in a live broadcast here, man.
I don't know. Give them to me. You
I mean, what's going on here? I mean, where's the floor crew? These are all right, but I mean, it's a healthy chip, and I'm not really down with them. You know,
It's a good.
I'm into toxins.
It's a good like raw plain chip.
Uh huh. But Pringles always comes correct. You never really get a Bunks
That's
Pringle.
a good chip to use with a dip. Doesn't carry flavor of its own. If you have a dip that's really overpowering,
Well, I don't think you could do a thick dip with that. That's not like a wavy chip. It has to be like a loosey-goosey dip.
but the cool thing with Pringles, they're easily stackable.
So you can do 2, 3 chips.
2, 3, 4.
I
Dip,
never-
dip, dip.
I never even thought about that,
Just
man.
as thick as you want it to be.
Yeah, that's why you're Mikey Bananas.
Procter and Gamble spent like $1 million designing that design, the stackable potato crisp design.
I eat their shit.
I
Steve.
love Pringles,
They're great.
but their symbol, they got like satanic symbol.
What?
Their logo, it's
No
like this
way.
I
weird
love them even more than.
star and this little moon thing going on, and
I'm into moonbeams.
it's got some links to some
So
weird,
Wiccan.
weird-
Yo, and thank you for
Subculture
posting
stuff.
that thing on my Facebook the other day about Gem and the Holograms having a movie.
There's going to be a new Gem in the Holograms movie.
That's truly, truly, truly outrageous.
You look
Ow!
like freaking Josie and the Pussycat.
That's what I'm talking about.
You
Arr.
gotta quit doing that.
I know.
It's giving him a
You
downstairs
know.
boner.
I know. What a
If
freak.
you're not careful, you're gonna wind up that guy with the cat ears. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that
The
guy.
caddy. Hey, we got some Miss Vicky's.
Went to Firehouse Subs today.
That's where you pick these Smokehouse BBQ chips up?
Yep.
Oh. Way more kettly than I thought.
Little chips.
They're smaller, very thick.
They got a nice bite to them.
Really sweet, plus a little smoke and barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Good chip.
Great chip.
Now, I think you can not only find these at your local Firehouse Subs,
You can find them at all places. Any deli type bodega joint, like any type thing like that.
I think we heard
The
they're
Jersey
actually,
Mike's.
they carry them at Harris Teeter as well.
It's a good chip, man.
That's
It's
good.
it's a good chip to throw with like your peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay, I can see that.
Did you show it?
Yeah,
showed
we showed it.
All right.
It's good. It's good.
Good chip. And because they're so crunchy, it can make a little bag last a little longer with a big sandwich.
Big time. We're here to save you money.
Yeah, Miss Vicky.
Okay.
We're saving you money, man.
Keeping it topical.
Yep.
You know, last week was Easter. I mentioned that I always get a
You mean the Resurrection Day?
yes. When the spaceman comes back to anyhow, in my Easter basket, my mom hooked me up with these things called cottontails. I thought they were going to be like cotton candy.
The
Did you-
Easter
did
Bunny
you
still
wake up?
visits you?
Absolutely.
Did you
I
wake
get,
up and there was a little basket next to your bed?
Yes, sir. No, a big ass basket.
Okay.
That's a little
Did
basket.
it have that fake grass in it? That
No.
I can't tell you how much I hate that goddamn grass.
Some of that. It had. I'll show you.
I ate a Reester bunny in like 25 seconds, and it made my stomach hurt. They're real big. The Reester bunny ain't no joke.
Easter bunny?
Reester bunny.
What's that?
The package is that. I mean, it's that big.
From Reese's brand, but it's a
I
peanut.
had the egg. The Reese's eggs are awesome.
Yeah, theirs are like that big.
You see
I'm-
the
This is
bunny?
that big.
It's a Reese's bunny.
I've never really liked Cadbury eggs, but
I've got one of those in
dude.
there. Let's make you eat it.
for real.
Yeah, drink it.
Why are they good?
Oh yeah, it's
Awesome.
so sweet. It'll
Would I
just
like
kill
it?
you. All right. Hey, but these are actually white cheddar cheese ball snacks. Came in my Easter basket. Let's check them out.
Why they gotta be white?
Well, they gotta be balls.
Exactly. Why they gotta be white
Big
balls?
balls.
Oh, they're balls.
Oh, that's what I'm talking. Put them on my chin.
Wow. Those are good. They pretty much disintegrate in your mouth.
What is it with you and your chin?
He likes everything. He likes balls on his
He
chin.
likes balls
You
on
know.
his chin.
You know.
No, but all
Those are
jokes
good.
aside, let's be serious. This is a serious show, and we're doing serious business here.
So,
Those right there
Those are good.
are pretty good.
it's a little bunny cottontail.
Man.
It got cheddary flavor.
Well, a white cheddar, a light cheddar.
So it's a subtle
Is it
cheddar.
corn,
Yeah.
It's a corn product.
It's like cheese
No,
balls.
It's a cheese ball.
It's a space
It's
product.
a cheese ball with a little different flavor, and these just tend to be a little lighter to me. It seems a little lighter.
Yeah,
the
Like where they
puffs.
disintegrate in your
Like the
mouth.
puffs. Like the puffs.
Exactly.
it's lighter than a puff, though.
Oh, it's a puff.
You think?
It's a ball. It's a ball of puff.
Ball of puff.
And that's an Utz brand, which has been featured on the show numerous times.
All right.
We like the odds.
Yeah, Utz has been doing solid for a minute, and they've really stepped up their game.
Keeping
Oh,
it
you're hitting a lot of chips tonight.
Keeping
I
it
know.
moving. We got a couple for our store brand challenge series.
Store brand
I
challenge,
meant to make a graphic this week. I didn't because I didn't want to.
because he's sleeping.
So this is a
Store brand challenge.
Store brand challenge. Ba-dun-dun-dun.
So you came back from the coast and you had
coast.
some stuff from not only Balo, which we mentioned before. One of these chips is from. Let's hold this guy up. Look at
Yeah,
The pig.
the Piggly Wiggly.
that. Piggly Wiggly.
Longest pig
Yeah, the Piggly Wiggly.
out of South Carolina.
It's-
Another
South Carolina.
southern company.
It's
Okay.
it's a good, decent, middle of the road, and they tend to be smaller to middle sized grocery stores.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes a little dirtier on the edges, but it's a decent store.
like an IGA.
Yeah, IGA.
There may be crack deals in the parking lot,
GNP.
I don't know. I
but
mean,
that ain't none of your business, no how.
you should be worried about what's none of your business.
Jalapeno
Just
flavor.
put your buggy back in the thing and keep it moving. You know? I
So
mean,
what's
I'm,
the deal in crack? Does
Yeah.
that do something with you?
duh.
What is that?
I'm a broken too.
Pretty hot.
It's a Brooks-
It's a thick chip.
It's not quite kettle. It is kettle.
It is kettle.
It's
Well,
lighter.
Big letters.
I'll tell you what, for a store brand, this is a pretty solid chip.
That is good, and it's not crazy kettle.
It says it's it claims to be made the old-fashioned way.
Oh,
I didn't
and,
know kettle chips were made the old-fashioned.
well, old-fashioned, well, like old-fashioned, like how they did it back in the day in the South?
Yeah, I think that means they used slaves to make it.
No,
Whoa.
they use kettles. They actually use kettles.
That's
They
a
connect
whole
to the
different
kettles,
show.
Like witches and stuff.
Oh,
Like kettles.
that's,
Okay,
wow.
that
But
makes
yo,
more sense.
this is a solid store brand chip. I've never had a Piggly Wiggly store brand chip, but this is good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
For I mean, Piggly Wiggly, I would say
I'm bringing some of these home.
I would hate to say would be a more of a ghetto grocery store. And a lot of times,
No.
that's a really good store chip for a store that's not a top of the line.
Yeah, that's not a top tier grocery store. I totally agree.
Dude, it's like
Really.
teriyaki chicken or
It
something.
does. It's got a little Chinese kind of flavor to it. Also, this is a Southern Home chip, which is a Bilo store brand, which we
Bilo.
mentioned and so to speak.
Which is
This-
probably a
Higher
higher
end,
tier,
yeah.
a higher tier than a Piggly Wiggly.
No, it's not.
You don't think it is?
No,
Absolutely.
Not at all.
Yes, sir.
Go away.
Yes, sir.
Go to hell.
Grocery
I've only
business.
been to nice
my
Bilos.
family.
I've never been to a shithole by Bilo.
They're good.
I've been to kind of janky Piggly Wigglies though.
Look, just because your family went to Bilo, not Piggly Wiggly.
No, we didn't shop
Not on the
there.
same level. Don't give me that.
No.
You're Dylan folks.
Your dad worked there.
No.
You got
Bilo's,
managed it. You got managed it.
Bilo is more of a Harris Teeter type store.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
Food line. Food line
Absolutely.
at most.
No way. This is a cheddar and
it
sour
can,
cream.
it's
Oh,
about
no,
ready
wait.
to get buck.
No, wait. I like how they reverse it. Theirs is sour cream and cheddar.
Oh, it's different.
Not cheddar and sour
No,
cream.
because it's 75% cream and 25% cheddar. A much lighter chip though.
That's a different flavor than the Ruffles, like cheddar and sour cream.
I don't know if I like
Totally.
it. I don't know if I like it though.
It's got a kind of a weird thing going on.
I mean, that's just me. I'm not going to just hate on it, but it's not my kind of chip.
That's not the best cheddar and sour cream I've ever had.
no. Well, because it's not.
Catch them on sale?
It's sour cream.
Maybe.
It's sour cream and cheddar.
Yeah. I mean, you catch them on sale, maybe so, but I don't think that's the best sour cream and cheddar chip I've ever had.
No, it's not.
No.
Disappointed.
No,
Southern,
Wah,
Southern
wah,
Bill,
wah,
not
No, disappointed. Disappointed. I mean, they're okay.
It's a little bit backwards.
They're okay.
so good. So the
Yeah.
sour cream hit you first? Then
Yeah.
the
But you
cheddar?
know what? I didn't mention though, man. I'm sorry I was late into the show because you didn't tell me you moved studios to Studio B.
Yeah, we're over here in Studio B.
Wasn't you were in on this meeting.
And we
Yeah, but I didn't know they went ahead and put the capital request in. They got the money allocated to
You chewed them out for the audio problems the week before.
Oh, brutal! I don't even think it made to the DR.
Turns out we about broke even on the money.
Probably pretty much. I tell you what, let's wrap up this edition of Chip Chat.
Wrap it up.
And while we're at it, we're going to wrap up this edition of Grown Man Record Night. We had a good time tonight. We introduced a bunch of great
Yeah.
records. Talked about Merle Fest, which we're going to tomorrow. We talked about Moog Fest, which is going on in Asheville. Talked about a bunch of cool records we picked up. Great sodas, great chips, store brand challenge. It's been a good time. We're going to have a good Friday night. We're going to continue to
You only
jam
get one
some-
a week.
Only one Friday a week. We're going to continue to jam some cool records here. So stay with us, the folks jamming
Fu
with us
Manchu.
on the live stream. And be sure to check us out on the YouTube channel.
Like the
We'll-
Facebook page.
like the Facebook page.
Grown Man Record Night.
Talk about that.
Live stream every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. on Ustream.
And-
All
and-
the segments will end up on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Machete Miller.
And if your location you have MeTV, you should watch Dragnet. It's a great show.
Absolutely. Of course you should.
Of course you should.
Okay. Thanks everybody for joining us on Grown Man Record Night. We sure do appreciate you, and we'll catch you next week with an all-new show, all new topics, all new baloney to discuss. And until then, we'll see you on the YouTube channel. For the Boss Man, for Steve Fever, for Mikey Bananas, the whole staff and crew, we'll check you next week.
Whenever she came to Sunday school, said they